extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree? Yes. And for the purpose of having fun? Yes. And for the purpose of taking thought beyond what it has been before? Yes. And for the purpose of remembering who you are? For the purpose of being in an environment that is especially conducive to you coming into full alignment with who you are, so that as you are focused here through your magnificent physical body, you are less resistant and therefore more allowing of the whole of who you are to be present. That's focus at its best. You are a creator, do you know that? And a creator is a focuser of energy. So the more deliberate you are about your focusing, then the more control you have over what you create. But when we talk about focusing, we are not only talking about you choosing things to focus on that you would like to draw into your experience. We do mean that, but not only that. When we speak of you focusing, what we mean mostly, is you being so aware of how you feel that by paying attention to your emotions, your emotional guidance system, that you're able to focus yourself into your fullness before you focus. Does that make sense? In other words, it's sort of like plugging the vacuum cleaner in before you run it around the house. You could run it around the house, but if it's not plugged in, it's not really doing what you wanted it to do. And if you're running around the ship and you're not plugged into who you really are, then you're having a much more shallow experience, much less focused experience, an experience not what you intended when you decided to come into this physical body. You are source energy, and before you came into this body, you were source energy. And even though you're in this body, you still are source energy. But as humans, so often you get so fixated on the trappings of your physical world, and that's just fine. We love it too. But when you forget who you really are, and you don't work to find that resonance with who you really are, and you become merely an observer of what's going on your planet, where some things you look at please you and some things you look at don't please you, but you, by your looking, by your thinking that you are supposed to just look everywhere and then work it out after that, rather than deciding how you want to feel and therefore that's where you look. You hear the difference? That's what we call getting out ahead of things. Tuning into the wholeness of who you are, and then exploring your physical environment. So during these days that we are together, we know that this will be an especially good opportunity for you to tune into who you really are. Not only because it's natural to you, and not only because you are surrounding yourself with other lovelies who make it easy, and not only because we will spend a significant amount of time together in this theater, and we will speak core vibrational things to you. In other words, what you hear from this platform will be 100% connecting you to who you are. That's the nature of what happens here. Even as you come with questions or issues or even problems that you want to discuss, still, the vibrational frequency of this arena is dominantly your inner beings who have come here with you, and of course, us. We are all here. In other words, this is our way of saying to you that the whole of you, the source of you, the real of you, the God of you, the good of you, the joyful of you is dominant in this room.